Hello people, my name's Riley and thank you for joining me at Nailing It Australia. Today I was making up my budget for 2019 and I thought I would show other people how I work out my budget. Step 1 is to list your bills. Mine are car registration or rego, car maintenance, body corporate. Body corporate is the fee I pay because my cabin is in a complex of other cabins. It's supposed to include the maintenance of the buildings, but it doesn't. But it does include the electricity and the gas. So my body corporate hasn't been set up correctly. The council rates, which I have to pay as a homeowner, my internet and mine and my daughter's phone, our food and petrol. Yours might include rent or mortgage, your electricity or gas, some loans or credit, cigarettes if you smoke, school fees and gifts. I haven't included gifts in mine because I receive a tax credit when I do my tax at the end of the financial year, so I just allocate my tax check to gifts. You also might have child support in there if you pay child support. Step 2, claim any discounts you can. In Australia, the government has a department called Human Services, and if you are a single mother on a very low income, you are entitled to a pension card, and that pension card can give you all sorts of discounts to products and services. One of the main ones is free doctors. Not all doctors will be free, but you can look around and find one that will allow you to use your pension card to access the doctor for free. Also, cheap medications. Not all of them are cheap, but there are a list of ones that the doctors are allowed to prescribe for you that will only cost $6.40. So the things I can get discounts on with my pension card is my rego, my council rates, and electricity if I was paying electricity, but as I said earlier, that's included in my body corporate fees. Step 3 is to work out when your bills are due. So for example, my rego is due June and December, and with the discount it only costs me $2.90 each time. So you need to do that for all of your bills. Now, staying with the rego example, 6 monthly equals 26 weeks or 13 fortnights. So that would mean $290 divided by 13 fortnights, because that's how often I get paid, would be $22.31. Now I like to keep my figures nice and simple, so I round them down or up, and it all works out in the end. So if I do this for all of my bills, my car rego works out, these are all fortnightly by the way, car rego $20, car maintenance, which is things like tyres and servicing, $20, body corporate is $80, council rates $100, internet and our phones is $100, food for 2 people is $200, and petrol is $40. So that means that my outgoings are $560 per fortnight. Now at this point you need to work out whether your incoming and your outgoing are different, and hopefully your incoming is higher than your outgoing. If you find that you're needing to pay more than you're actually earning, then you really need some financial assistance, or perhaps you can trim some of the fat. I don't know what that would be because I don't know what your budget is, but for example, we don't have television here. We could watch free TV, or we could pay for Netflix or something like that, but we just don't add a bill to us. Step 4, work out how much you should have saved for each bill right now. Now I have my budget here in front of me. As I was writing it up, I thought I would show you. So for rego, I should have $10 put aside. Now I'll show this in more detail later, but because I've just paid this one, it's only $10. Car maintenance, I've got that at $90 at the moment. Body corporate is at $490. My internet and phones is at $200, and my council rates is at $1,140. So at the moment I should have $1,930 put aside for my bills, so that when they become due I could pay them. Step 5, go on a spending diet. Now I've been doing my budget for a while, so this step isn't really necessary for me, but if you're just starting out, that's what you have to do. You have to write up these amounts of what you need to pay, and then every time you get paid you write down how much you should have. So right now I only need $10 in there, but I need to pay 20, so I put 10 there, 90 there, 490, etc. And once you can see how much you should have, you need to work out how you can achieve that. So my advice is to go on a spending diet. And what I mean by that is to continue to put away each amount that you've allocated and throw every single extra cent you have into your bill savings account, into this here. So gradually you will get the amount that you need. So don't just put your 20, 20, 80 in. Put as much as you can in each week until what you say you should have actually is in there. I hope that makes sense. Keep records and keep them current. Okay, so that's step 6. Now I'll show you last year's budget. So for example, I know it's not in focus, I'm sorry, I'm just showing you all my different columns. Now you'll notice that this column in the middle here is car maintenance, and one of my cars wasn't being driven for a period of, I don't know, about 8 months, because I was using my camper van. So I didn't add in any maintenance costs for my car when I was using my camper van. Now my camper van doesn't have any rego or maintenance costs because I bought it outright and I'm selling it before the registration is due, so it doesn't need its own column. But every single time, every fortnight I wrote in how much I needed to allocate and added it up. Oh, I wish this would focus, I'm sorry about that. See if I can get it to focus, there we go. And when I paid something, let's see if I can find a good example. Like back here, this is my internet and phone. I was only putting $85 a fortnight away at the time, $140 for internet and $30 for phone. But then I included another phone, so it became $100, so $140, sorry, a month, not, so $100 a fortnight, but $140 a month for internet and $60 a month for phone. And there was a running tally at the end. Now, how I manage to keep my records is I have an incoming, an outgoing, and a total. Now it's the same for each column. And once you've reached your goal of how much you should have in your bank account for each bill, then you can add a savings account column, and you can have a separate amount here, and you'll see it separate to your bills money, so you won't confuse the two and accidentally spend bills money by adding it in over here and having the total at the end. Now step 8 is to restrict your access to your bills money. Now I do that for myself by having only 2 bank accounts, one that has access via a card and one that I have access to via the internet. And the one that I have access to via the internet is where my bill money goes and my savings money. And so if I need to pay a bill, I need to go online, withdraw it from my internet account and into my card account so that I can then pay the bill. So if I'm out and about, I have to really think about what I'm doing that day and whether I'm paying bills or not, because otherwise I have to find the internet and transfer money. I hope this is helpful to someone. It's definitely helped me over the years to maintain my sanity when bills are coming in. Thank you for watching and have a beautiful day.